Okay, let's do this.
All right.
3, 2, 1. This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 510. I am Brian Kilby, and with me this week, I am joined by the indomitable Chris.
Hey.
By the effervescent Don.
Hello.
By the mercurial Diecast.
Shattered glass diecast.
Oh yeah, shattered glass diecast. That's all the adjectives I know. Also by Matt. Hey Matt, Matt's awesome. Rob Clay.
Hi.
And if he's around, John DeLuna. Johnny there.
Yep.
You playing Street Fighter V?
No, I'm playing Zelda.
Did you see the clip from the Street Fighter tournament that happened in Atlanta last week?
Oh yeah, I watched it live. I was there, sort of, watching the live stream. The pop-off?
Yes, the pop-off.
Yeah, yes. It was great.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Wrestling angles are still alive in some circles.
This is true.
Felt like we were being introduced by Stan the Man Lee there or something with all the
Yes,
adjectives.
Yes,
flying
true.
around.
Also,
Stan wouldn't have run out of adjectives.
This is
No.
true.
side
Oh,
rant.
true.
30-second side rant about video games. Being a 30-something-year-old who at best can put in 1 hour a day
Yeah.
into video games, I hate that basically all AAA games now are like 70-hour
Yes.
marathons. It's going to take me like 6 months to beat Zelda to my satisfaction.
And I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
Well, John, that's why when the Disney Afternoon Capcom collection comes out, you need to get that.
And I can beat those in one sitting. At least I can beat
It
DuckTales
sure
in
would
one
be
sitting.
great if we had a video game podcast to talk about these
Okay.
matters on, wouldn't it, John?
So what happened this week in Transformers?
Okay, so this past weekend, most of
Ooh,
us
subtle.
we were at Toylanta in Atlanta. We had a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff. Had some panels. Did some stuff. Saw some people. We had a good time. The most popular panel during the whole weekend was Don's Dononomics panel.
Nice.
Which was awesome. I would say the most interesting panel, though, was Crazy Steve's
Oh, yeah.
ad panel. Just the way that he presented things. Not saying that Dusty's Toy Hacks panel wasn't great, because it was.
Oh, that was awesome too.
It was awesome. But I think we actually learned some stuff about the history of Transformers that we might not have known, or saw some things in a context that we may not have seen them before.
Yeah.
And with Steve doing all that as far as cataloging the history of such things, that is an important part of the Transformers history, more than I ever realized until I saw that how much some of these ads, just the ads themselves, can go for over $100 that are still intact, which I would have never thought. But having an archive of seeing the history in print for the prices and stuff is very important that I didn't realize until I was in the panel.
It was really interesting. And I do have to point out, as Eric in the chat just reminded me, I said that I would have the panels available to download. The SD card was corrupt and failed. Was not able to pull them off.
It was a failed SD
It
card.
was a failed SD card. So
A completely failed SD card.
yeah, I should have had a backup recording going, but I didn't, because I thought, hey, this is going to work great. It's been working great so far, but no.
But to make sure that you get the most accurate representation of the Toylanta experience, we are going to have Don now reenact all of our panels from the weekend live on stream tonight.
Go, Don.
Okay. Don's not doing that. But the highlight, as awesome as everything was, the highlight of the weekend was the confrontation between Diecast and JT Hogg.
And we got a good recording of that.
No, you didn't get the recording of when I actually beat his butt. You got the other recording.
We can't record your fantasies, Diecast.
And I'm not sure we want to.
And that
No.
video was edited, so...
The best
I'm
part,
not sure I'm old enough.
Diecast grabbed a table and hit JT with the table. Full up, like hit him. Didn't hold back. He hit him. And JT just turned and looked at him like, what are you doing? Diecast ran and lost a shoe.
He ran out of his shoe. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
It was a really big shoe.
It's on YouTube. Go watch
It's on YouTube and Facebook.
The Twitter.
Yeah, go watch it. It was awesome.
Go watch it. Download it. Watch it again.
Yeah, it was
That
awesome.
video is edited. That's not even my shoe.
Well,
Not anymore.
Not anymore. It's GT's now. But yeah, so
You're gonna have to fight him for it.
so
Idle shoe match.
but overall, I think we had a really good time at the convention. To be honest with you, Toylanta's outgrown that hotel, and it's not a small hotel.
On the Marriott for the $104 a night room rate, that was a pretty great room. The beds were like super comfortable.
I will give it credit. That's probably the best nights of sleep I've had at a convention hotel in my, admittedly fairly brief time doing, convention trips. But yeah, the beds were actually surprisingly nice.
Yeah, other than the lack of, say, like a complimentary breakfast or something like that, I mean, that was a really great hotel, and the elevators didn't make you want to throw up, and because we've all been in shows where they had some really jangly elevators.
Yeah, and there's opportunity for growth and everything with Toylanta and Botlanta. I just really hope that they change venues in the future or figure something out.
I think they're still under contract to do that hotel next year, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say one of the most interesting, because I've heard y'all talk about the G.I. Joe, the parachute drop for the last several years, but kind of sitting there and watching yourself being pelted by 12-inch.
You had to go to timeout in the vehicle.
Yeah. But, when that started, that's why I pulled up on my phone the intro to the G.I. Joe movie.
I did that last year.
I figured that was the best music you could use.
Yeah, I think we've all done that at least once. Yeah.
It was fun, though.
It was fun. It was fun.
Especially the one that got caught in the elevator and just kept riding up and down.
Something
It
always
was there
gets
the
caught.
rest of the weekend, yeah.
One of them actually fell and got stuck on the inside of the door in the elevator shaft.
That's amazing. Yeah, a lot of fun. Hope to go back next year.
And I'm going to give a big shout out to Rob Springer and everybody that down there at the staff for putting on a really great show. I never heard of any problems other than just the crowd and the way the rooms were set up for the dealer rooms. Literally, it seemed to run smooth. The panels were on time. Just a really great outing by everybody. So
I kind of like the way the dealer rooms were set up because they had more than one ballroom and a couple of rooms off to the side. So every time you thought you'd seen everything, you would find another room.
Yeah. So in the past,
Yeah, that was really the only problem I had with that was there was one or two of those rooms where it was hours later that I finally realized, oh, there's actually more dealer room right here because you follow the kind of obvious path and then you come to an end and there's not really an obvious continuation to the next area.
Yeah, that first dealer room that you come to, that's been a dealer room. That second smaller one off to the left as you walk to the primary ballroom, typically that's been space that they've used for dioramas, but that was dealer space this year, which was... I would like to have a consolidated dealer room, to be honest, but again, the hotel is a little cramped, which is good. But just because the convention's gotten so big, the first year that I went, there was plenty of room, believe me. So it's good for Toylanta for expanding.
Yeah.
The only thing I would like to see change is just a clearer guideposts to make sure everybody can find every dealer room setup there is.
In panel.
Yeah, it was for me, it was flashbacks to BotCon 94, just as far as kind of, the close quarters, but the more camaraderie, the feeling of the show was the closest that I felt to a BotCon 94 in a long time. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
It makes sense. Makes sense. That's good feedback, Don. I bet Rob will like hearing that. Hi, Rob. He's listening, of course. But yeah, cool. Let's see here. Speaking of, did anybody get anything last week? And Don, you go first.
Okay. Well, luckily, after stopping at about 20 different Walgreens, that I was basically pretty much getting off exits. Like, oh, that's a crowded exit, man. There's a Walgreens there. I found Titan's Return Cup, Croc, Perceptor. I found Six Shot up close to where my mom used to live. And then, of course, I got some stuff I got at the show. You want me to include that, Brian, or not?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Picked up a loose and complete G.I. Joe 3 3/4 inch figure.
Which one?
Oh, God. I just thought of Quick Draw. The guy with missiles on the forearm. I mean, he basically his personal weapon are missiles. We picked up that. Picked up when Matty Collector did the Mego style figures. I picked up a Sinestro for $5.
Nice.
Picked up Sailor V from the Figure Arts line. Sailor V for $40. I needed her to complete my set. Just a couple of small little things. I was going to get Larry Hammond to do a drawing of a quick draw for me, but I didn't get a chance to get it done before the show's end. Just a few little odds and ends. That's what I picked up. And I have to say, I do like Cup better than I thought, but Chris raised a good point in pre-show. Takara will probably do a lot better job with this guy, but at least he's not like Blur, and he's just like a sea of blue and no
monochromes.
Yeah. Actually, you mentioned Larry Hama, and that reminded me. At the convention was Derek Yannicker, and I don't know if you guys.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you guys realize this. Derek is getting close to 60.
He didn't look that old.
He does not look that old.
he if that's true, he has some amazing genes.
He's like 57.
Yeah. And I told Mr. Yannicker, the G2 comic really was one of my favorites. And I asked him about the gatefold cover for issue 1. And he said, "Oh my!" And I had to remind him kind of what the gatefold cover, because he had pulled out one of his copies. He said, "Oh yeah, oh my God, that."
Yeah.
So once he saw it, he remembered what he had to go through to do that gatefold cover.
Yeah, he said he had a lot of redos that he was asked to do.
Yeah, he was really nice to talk to, and I didn't get a chance to go to his panel.
I bought all of it.
Aw, Chris, what did you get?
I got about $20 worth of JD stuff.
What did you get? What was it?
A transmetal air razor.
Oh, nice.
The Sector 7 recolor of Cybertron Armor Hide, whose name escapes me.
I forgot that
was
existed.
it just Armor Hide then?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was. That's a great little figure, though.
Oh, it is. That's why I got another deco of it. Let's see what else. I got second Power Core Combiner Heavy Tread, the tank one. And because I love the mold so much, like my 20th Beast Machines Obsidian.
Yeah.
Not from JD stuff. I got a Collector's Club Dion. Because I never had the Japanese version of this mold, which has the guns and then the little cutout on back, which makes part of transforming it a little bit easier, but the rest of it is still Universe Hotshot.
So where did you get that at Toylanta? Or Toylanta?
Yeah.
Was that from Pappy's table or somebody else's?
No, another dealer. Okay. I don't know what the deal. I don't know who the vendor was, unfortunately. Also, from there, I got Dr. Pulaski.
Nice.
And Counselor Troy as Durango from Fistful of Datas.
Nice.
Yeah, you didn't try to find. Yeah.
Go ahead, Don.
Sorry, but you didn't try to find a Dathan.
I have one.
Oh, you have one? Okay, sorry.
I bought that in like 1993.
Oh.
The first couple waves. So.
Don, did you see Doctor Strange?
Yes.
Okay, so this will make sense. Paladin said in the chat, Don Mamu, I've come to bargain. That's awesome. That's great. Okay.
And I'm sure there'll be a gif of that up before too long.
Or hopefully a GIF.
Londo from Babylon 5.
Nice.
On the way down, I got a Titan's Return Breakaway. This was one of two that we saw along the course of the trip. And then at the end, when we were visiting with Hey Mickey, I got Lieutenant Barkley.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And Gul Dukat.
Oh, sweet. Hey,
And
is that Barkley the 1701 figure?
No.
I thought Barkley had a 1701 figure as part of the.
What's a 1701 figure?
Yeah, Playmates only did 1,701 figures.
Of certain
It was-
characters?
Yeah, like it was like red, like Commander Data with the red Commander's tunic. A version of Wesley, I thought. Version of Tasha Yar. I can't remember. all
Yeah,
the
I don't
characters.
see any indication of that on this packaging.
Okay.
I just cracked
Sorry.
open my last cheer wine.
It was
Aw.
sparkly in the
I brought
DS9
some home with me.
What, Rob?
it was sparkly in the DS9 uniform was the 1701 version.
We
Okay,
saw that nobody picked it up.
Because it was $40 carded.
This
Ask
was
me why.
okay.
Whereas this one was $6.
Yeah.
I think that covers all my stuff.
One of my favorite
So-
one of my favorite figures is my Morn figure from that line.
Yeah, I got the Ducat and Garrick now, so
I've got-
I'm pretty set on Cardassians.
I've got Garrick and Morn. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no, I've got the City on the Edge of Forever Spock too. But Matt, what'd you get?
A whole lot of stuff. So,
Good
All
thing
right,
is it's
most
slow news
important-
week.
yes, most importantly, I got 3 more Nas,
Aw.
bringing the grand total to 25 now. And I did not buy everyone I saw along the way. I left several on pegs.
I can attest to this. I witnessed him doing so, despite my best efforts to get him to buy more.
Yes. We'll get to stuff you made me buy. Actually, right now, you made me buy a Storm Shot.
I almost
How'd that
bought
turn out
Storm
for you?
Shot.
He's actually really nice. I like him.
Good.
XV also made me buy more Cyberjets.
Yes, I always need more cyber jets.
The
Which,
University colors.
which, yeah, honestly, does not take that much convincing.
Those are the
I
best
got
little toys.
I got a new G1 Rodimus Prime, which is actually better than mine because it's the rubber wheels and metal toes version.
Oh,
So in really
nice.
good shape. And a Scourge to go with him. That's going to need some repro labels. But luckily, hey, we know somebody that can hook me up. So, from Diecast, I got the gigantic Wei Zhang upscale Defensor knockoff, and for scale purposes,
That is so neat.
yes,
Hopefully-
thing's heavy.
Hopefully they'll do a
It's got
group.
diecast metal in it.
And the joints are so good. Like we were both blown away by the quality of those things.
Yeah, and as a surprise, in one of the boxes, which even Diecast didn't know about, came a little TFormers hot rod.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
So I got a free.
Every once in a while that happens. It's like the weirdest thing when you open up a package and you're like, why is this inside the package?
Yeah, we figured out that's probably a factory reject because it was missing part of its gun.
Yeah.
So it was just some little thing they had laying around. They tossed it in there.
Really?
Makes sense.
I got a little Armada lug nuts.
Oh,
Pretty nice.
Another one I forgot that existed.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
had that one.
I think it's
And I got-
Cybertron, isn't it?
Yeah, Cybertron.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it has the key.
Yeah.
I bought an animated RC off Dawn.
From Don, yeah, I saw when he had
Nice.
that.
Yeah, I have a couple of spares, so I could afford to let them go.
Yeah. Like, as much as I love animated, I actually have very few of the toys because I wasn't big into collecting anything other than classics at the time.
Yeah, because see, I bought a couple of spares because I was hoping I could get Hey Mickey to repaint that one into G1 RC, but he's so busy it's not going to be possible. So I thought I can afford to let one of the 4 spares go.
I bought a Tiger Force Flint
Nice.
and a Tigerette for him to ride around on.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah, Matt and I got to talk about sort of was he going to try to complete the Tiger Force line? He sort of looked like I was crazy.
I would love to complete the Tiger Force line.
There's like 16 members of Tiger Force, and they're not cheap.
Nope.
So, XV and Hey Mickey are horrible, horrible influences because I had no Star Trek figures, and now I have 3. I have Trials and Tribulation Cisco,
Very good.
which is amazing, and I have Garrick and the Doctor.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
And last but not least, when we found the Toys R Us that time forgot, and they actually had the new non-weathered power coins, which I've promptly switched out in my Morpher set.
Nice.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, that Toys
And-
R Us was something. It was remember the glass front building style?
Yeah.
It was one of those.
I took. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
No, go ahead.
Brian. No, I have not seen a Power Morpher at any Toys R Us's in over a year and a half.
Oh no, I had the Morpher. I just got the new coins
Oh,
because
okay.
I didn't like. I wanted to replace the weathered coins.
So,
Oh, okay.
so on Monday I took diecast to the Toys R Us from TFCon Charlotte. That those of us who were there went to. You got something Power Rangers there diecast? What was it?
I got the Legacy Falcon Zord because I never picked it up and I haven't seen it in a long time.
They still have that in a store.
They only had one. I got the last one.
My local Toys R Us has like 4.
You know,
So they-
diecast. There was a dealer at Toylanta selling a set of the Legacy Falcon Zord and the Legacy Power Morpher for $100.
Wow.
Well, I already had the one, so
So
Yeah, have it again. What else did you get diecast?
I also got an all, and I bought it so Matt wouldn't find it and buy it. And then I also got a really nice drawing or print of Skyfire, G1 Skyfire, which is absolutely awesome. There's some other guys on there too. It's really nice. I don't have it down here to show you, but yeah, that's about all I got. I didn't get a whole lot.
I'll go ahead and go next. So diecast got me the Finding Nemo dolphin figure, which is awesome. I love that. He got me the Transforming Bus. Again, I love it. I was wanting one of these, so that's pretty great. Wade Doolittle, the guy that I picked up stuff from before on, I think he runs Brooklyn's Toy Box, who Don and I got our Piranacon from. Great guy. Got to actually finally meet him in person at Toylanta. And I ended up buying Titan's Return Deluxe Wave 3 from him. So I now have that.
He also he told me that he owned if you go to he has 2 websites, powertheprimes.com and titansreturns.com.
Yeah, he bought those domains. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So we had a listener who requested a photo of that Leo Prime of mine that I got and Big Convoy, and I was digging through my stuff to find my Big Convoy because I rebought Big Convoy after selling it for some reason back in like 2000 or 2001, and I realized I didn't have it anymore. I think I resold it back in 2006. So before going to Toylanta, I ordered Big Convoy so I could take that photo. So
was that a Korean one?
Yes, Korean. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
No, the Korean ones are absolutely fine.
Yeah. But you really need to try to get an Ultra Mammoth too, Brian.
I've got one.
You got one?
I was the first person.
Brian was the first person in the country to get Ultra Mammoth when the
that's
first subscription
right, that's
wave
right.
went out.
That's right.
I don't know how that happened, but I was, and it was awesome.
Because John wasn't home.
Probably. So I got Robots in Disguise Blastwave, the not bludgeon figure.
Okay, so how is that?
It's nice. It's not bad. The joints are nice and tight. I haven't transformed it yet. I just fiddled with it. But he holds a pose really well. Again, the joints are tight. It's really nice. It's way nicer than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
Sounds like my experience with Storm Shot.
Yeah.
The only downside is they didn't use the head on the package for the head on the toy, which is the bludgeon head.
Well, the thing is, I think the head and the packaging art is just an extra stylized version of the skull face the toy has.
Yeah,
Because the art is a skull, like a skull mask.
Yeah.
There's just like the impression of regular eyes and maybe a mouth behind it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was artistic liberty more than anything, I think.
Oh, okay.
And I finally picked up Leader Soundwave because I didn't get it. And
it was only like $40.
Yeah.
They're actually, the leaders are dropping in price. It looks like.
I took diecast to which I describe as the worst Walmart ever, and it's really not. It's just
No, that would be mine.
yeah, and my local Target, and I picked that up at Target. I picked it up at Target. Yeah, so that's all I got. Rob, you get anything?
I found the complete Sledgehammer on DVD for like $10.
Nice!
And I rented the sewer snake so that we could actually flush our toilets. That was my week.
You don't need to do that.
Oh yes, we did.
That Sledgehammer set's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice, and it's the individual sets too, which I think are probably a slightly nicer set of packaging than the collected version.
Oh,
so.
I also got a complete barbecue. So like
nice.
Because of the Finsler films.
Propane.
What? No, it's the G.I. Joe figure.
I know.
Yeah. God, that's awesome. John, you get anything? It sounds like you got a Switch.
No, I got the Wii U version of Zelda. Saved $300.
I wish I'd bought the Wii U version. Instead of getting
I get the same grinding 9-month experience.
I can just take this on
100%ing Zelda.
I can just take this on the road. I took my Switch. I tried to play it once, and I got nauseous in the car, so I put it down. Yeah.
You old man.
Well,
I think that's something you kind of have to like adjust yourself to a little bit too.
Yeah.
On
gotta
the actual
practice.
games in the car.
yeah, can't do it.
For sure. I got was it Legends Lyle Convoy? I just haven't opened him yet. He's been sitting here for like a week. So what are you gonna do?
Cool, awesome. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and close the show notes. Shows what I know.
It just feels like we've done a complete show, Brian. We haven't actually really started yet.
I know.
Well, one of the cool things is at the end of Toylanta, Matt, Chris, and myself went out goofing off after the show. Stopped by Steak and Shake.
Dog.
Yeah, with Joey.
And Joey, that's right, and Joey, he was with us. Sorry, Joey, man, I'm just brain dead. And
Not
we
only
stopped
was
at
he
the Steak
with
and
us, he
Shake.
was good enough to like ferry us all around the Atlanta and outlying area to
In his van.
go eat and do toy hunting. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
cool.
that was
He's
cool.
an awesome dude.
he
Yeah, but
absolutely is.
Yeah,
Especially
but I
when
had-
he's beating diecast ass.
But I had to actually order a side bowl of chili beans just to have chili for my hamburger.
I was tweeting about that.
Yeah, I saw it. Don would not
Still
like
good though.
Diecast. Kim and I went out for burgers that night. Diecast liked the place, but there's a burger that Don would especially like, except for the coleslaw, which I don't get that. He likes chili on his burger, but not coleslaw.
Oh, but Don, me and Matt went to Cookout on the way home, and they actually have on the menu a variety of hamburger that comes with chili on it.
Yeah, it's Cookout. It's North Carolina company. The funny thing is, that's called Carolina style, but I don't know anybody in North Carolina that eats that crap. It's true.
Oh, and diecast, really quick. JT Hog's thinking about coming to TFCon, so you better be ready for that.
I think
Maybe tie your shoe a little tighter next time.
I think we landed on the fact that we're doing TFCon this year instead of HasCon.
Well, if they would tell us anything about HasCon other than it exists, that would help.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as they know something, Don, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Okay.
But it's a theme that exists.
So, this week in history?
1954, our buddy Bob Budiansky, the man responsible for creating the Transformers, is born. Happy birthday, Mr. Budiansky.
And thank you for all your hard work in giving us all this wonderful plastic crack to be addicted to.
His
And thank you for writing Micromaster Wrestling. I unironically love it.
Me too. In Hoist Goes Hollywood. No, wait, no, this is a cartoon. No, what was the comic that had the no? It's not Fangry. Which pretender is it? That
Skullgrin?
Skullgrin. Skullgrin becomes like a Hollywood stuntman or something in one of the comics.
For monster movies, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. I think that issue takes place in North Carolina.
Okay.
I think it's like Monster Cons from Mars or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's the one where Skullgrin is an actor.
Yeah, with all the masks and stuff, I just immediately jumped to Hoist Goes Hollywood, but that's a cartoon, not a comic. Okay. 2009, the animated triple-length third season opening episode Transwarped premieres in the U.S. Canada got the first 2 parts only for some reason. It's weird.
Oops.
I forgot that was a 3-part opener, and it makes me sad that was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
I remember watching that when, first run and just feeling like, I was kind of expecting a little bit more out of this.
I don't
Really?
Yeah.
Well, just think, if we're going to have an anniversary before too long, and we'll start getting repaints.
Just like we had an anniversary for Beast Wars.
And
maybe
Red 1.0.
Yeah, but maybe.
No, I think
maybe,
there was just a sense of anticipation, from the end of season 2 being what it was, and then the wait for season 3 to pick up, and it just, just the time we spent waiting kind of. There was no way for it to meet the build-up we were probably developing for it ourselves.
I was pretty happy with it.
I haven't watched it since, even though I have the DVD set right here, but I need to one of these days.
Yeah. I need to go back and revisit animated. It's been a while. Let's jump to official news. Okay, this I'm glad we have something to talk about this week. First and foremost, the Titans Return Chaos on Velocitron set is available for pre-order in Hong Kong, and we get to see the box art. I think the box art looks awesome.
It does.
I really love little Titan Master Rodimus Prime just hanging onto the back of Optimus.
Yeah, he's basically Micromaster Hot Rodimus, and it makes me happy. Oh god, he is Micromaster Hot Rodimus. That's effectively what he is. Damn it. I was going to buy this anyway, but it literally just hit me seeing him in tiny form that he is basically Micromaster Hot Rodimus. I don't know why it took me so long, besides being slow, why it took me so long to get that. That's pretty amazing. I don't know if that was intentional, but it makes me happy.
The only one I guess there's like 3 out of this set I really want. The only one I don't care about is Quick Switch.
Damn you.
Which is kind of odd because I wasn't planning on getting 6-shot because I was going to get the Quick Switch, but I might keep the Quick Switch. And that's just an interesting color. That's definitely his colors. And
yeah, I'm going to end up selling Quick Switch when I get this set because I'm just not into the deco on that specific version of the mold.
I'm excited for the whole set.
Me too.
So
Fast Lane need that, or Fast Clash need that.
Oh, they changed the name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Don, you need Autobot Nautica just so you can have a female Titan Master, because who knows if you'll ever get an RC.
We'll have to wait and see. San Diego might have some surprises. If not, there's always next year.
I'm just saying you have to get this to get that figure. So at least you can say you have one female.
There won't be next year, Don, because they'll be moving on to Power of the Primes.
Yes.
My current guess is that RC is going to be in one of the second 2 box sets that we don't know about yet.
Don't say that.
I want it. I mean, yeah, say
as
that.
As long as it's that Chrome Dome recolor, yeah.
So I saw somebody post, I guess it was a Digibash to Facebook today. It drove me crazy because it made me want it. It was a Digibash of Titans Return Galvatron as Energon Megatron.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Well, I've always thought they could slightly retool that mold and make it into a Straxus because flying cannon mode. I mean, you've got it right there.
I just want it as Energon Megatron now. I can't unsee it. It was great. But yeah, so here's the back of the box too. So pretty neat. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Subscription service 5.0 should be shipping probably starting tomorrow.
Or maybe today.
Finally.
Yeah. which is the 15th. Today is the 15th of March. Tomorrow is the 16th of March, 2017.
That's
And
usually
everything
how that
had
works,
to be
yeah.
out before the end of the year.
Uh-huh.
Sure did. Well, they're shipping these in sets of 2 now to get done as fast as possible. We're expecting John to have his pair tomorrow.
Yeah. Tweet lots
So
of photos.
watch Twitter.
I was
yeah.
actually a little surprised he didn't have it today.
Same.
Me too.
The TFPR.
Me 3.
Yeah, me 3. The TFPR account tweeted out a photo that Don should appreciate. It's Baldigus with Fire Convoy. Do you
Looking
like
at it right now. Looking at it right now.
Does that make you happy?
It makes me happy to see that Baldigus in those colors, and so glad I decided to pass on Unite Warriors Bruticus, and I'm getting this version instead.
Wasn't Fire Convoy taller than Baldigus?
About the same height, I think.
So this-
Super Fire Convoy would be
far,
taller,
far,
for sure.
definitely taller. So
Yeah.
this is a much better scale.
Yeah. But it's I cannot wait for this set. This is probably outside of maybe Computron and Lyle Kaiser. This is probably like another set that I'm just like really just want to get here.
It's also worth noting that this tweet was signed Yuki, so it's quite possible they're letting Hisashi Yuki start taking pictures and sharing them again.
Nice.
I think he's been the one taking the pictures on this account all along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the style has been fairly consistent even from when it was TF Yuki.
Fair enough.
So the Prime 1 Studio Group is unveiled announced a new statue. It's going to be Shockwave.
How is this even news? I like the movies, but I mean, it's a
news because it's a slow
It's a
week.
slow week.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
It's a slow
Yeah.
week, and this is a good segue into real movie news.
Yeah. Actually, so speaking of real movie news, today, through a leak, was it on Weibo?
Yeah, it looks like it originally came from a Weibo account, although I don't think anybody's been able to track down which one yet. We
got a photo of a combiner. It's a combiner. I just did quotes, air quotes, but it really is a combiner. The Inferno Cons, and I look at this and I'm like, are these just production samples, or I mean, are these like test shots? But no, I mean, this is packaging art, so these are painted. And it's of course the just a is it a retool or is it just straight up repaint?
It's recolors of 4 of the Beast Hunters Terracon Cyberverse figures with a new torso, which may not have an alternate form itself other than a torso. We're not sure. One is not depicted on this packaging layout. So
yeah, okay, the head's definitely different. So like I vaguely remember what this looks like. I don't know that I ever even actually combined it.
Also, the torso, this new torso is just much heavier because they.
Oh yeah, definite difference.
You know how the proportions are on the Legends of Abominus, and they're kind of similar to Fall of Cybertron Bruticus because you're making a combiner out of 5 figures of the same size, and it just doesn't quite.
Yeah, so
yeah, it doesn't really work right.
So that works much better from a mass perspective. And, if they are going to do a consolidated color scheme, while I think the individual pieces look kind of crummy, I actually kind of like this in combined form.
Yeah.
I mean, silver's boring, kind of, but, like, it's probably the most unified looking these could get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of thinking if this is a thing that's going to be in the movie, it's going to appear like the Infernicus or whatever the combined name is will just itself be the entity, and it won't like uncombine or anything. This is just how it's going to get toy represented if it's even in the movie. Yeah.
We also have a new photo of threeA premium scale Evasion Optimus from Age of Extinction. It's there you go. That's a thing. So it's $430. So I'm assuming this is non-transforming, right?
Right.
But it is a figure, not a statue.
Yes.
And it's very expensive.
It's also, fairly large.
If this is your thing, it actually looks really nice. But it's not my thing. So next. Next item we have in the news. Last night, trailer classified in Canada. What does that even mean? Classified.
Rated.
The trailer is rated, so it means it's the previous.
Well, the trailer. The trailers always have the, this is suitable for such and such audience.
Gotcha.
It's that kind of thing.
Okay. That's good. So hopefully we will see a new trailer very soon.
Yeah, it's apparently, from what I've heard today, it's going to be an expanded version of the trailer that showed during the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
Okay, and actually, is that in the show notes, the trailer?
Yeah, it's our next thing up.
Okay, so you guys watched that, I'm taking it?
I did.
What did you think?
It's not bad, actually. It's probably come as close as anything has to selling me on this.
It's my favorite trailer so far.
Yeah,
I
would say that.
I was in the car with Diecast when the trailer popped up, and Diecast was like, "Oh, there's a new trailer." I'm like, "I don't care." he's like, "Screw you, watch it." So I did, and I really enjoyed it. It has the mini Dinobots in it. It has character. I think it sold me on the movie. I was going to watch it anyway, but now I'm actually maybe even more looking forward to it.
Well, I'm obligated to watch it because, of course, I accepted the Reverse Gigabeetle challenge. And the good news is I found out that there is, in fact, a theater that opened near me recently that does serve alcohol.
Good.
Yeah, so the supposed $80 in the, Make Rob Suffer jar will be put to good use.
Yes.
Yeah, $10 for the movie and $70 for lots and lots of tequila.
Uh-huh.
Or whatever Rob's poison is.
So this is in the news. I didn't read it. Neither of you wrote the story. Looks like Jack wrote the story. But do you have any clue what this Paramount China deal issue is?
Not exactly. It looks like that there is a problem with the company that has agreed to distribute The Last Night in China. So that could be, considering that most of the Transformers films' money comes from China, that could be kind of a problem.
Age of Extinction was at the time, and it may still be, but I don't think so, the highest-grossing movie in China history. So
highest-grossing foreign movie.
Foreign movie. So this will air somehow in China. It might wind up on a street corner on a VCD, but it'll make its way to China somehow. You can guarantee that. So I wonder what kind of Chinese product placement is going to be in it.
Well, probably none now.
Let's see here. What else we got?
I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like with Age of Extinction, there was very overt partnership and co-production with China. I don't remember hearing anything of that particular magnitude in the build-up of this movie. Well, there was that electric car.
Yes.
And that's the only Chinese-originated element I can recall hearing about specifically that's going to be present in the movie in a meaningful way.
So, with Age of Extinction, maybe they were really trying to get their foot in the Chinese door. Now that they're there, there's no reason to have all the concessions.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that being the case.
It makes sense. Let's see here. If Transformers Last Night official packaged photos of Premiere Edition Megatron, Voyager Megatron from the Amazon Spain listing. And other stuff too. So we talked about the Spain listing last week, but there were not photos as of yet. So now we have photos from that.
And there's still not pictures of the Voyager Bumblebee that revealed, to my knowledge.
So here's Megatron. Megatron looks great, but not as great as he did at Toy Fair.
Well, that's the
that
Voyager,
may be
not the leader.
the Voyager, yeah.
Voyager looked great at Toy Fair, too.
The Voyager does look good, but I think the one we were all raving over was specifically the leader one.
I liked both.
Which looks amazing.
The leader looks amazing. I really love the color on the head of the Voyager, though. I like the way the red looks. So, and the leader is colored differently. So the Bumblebee here sure is a Bumblebee.
Yep, it's the deluxe form Premiere Wave one.
Yeah.
So Bumblebee sure is last movie's Bumblebee.
Exactly. And what's up with this Ironhide color? I mean, hound color. Is he white in the movie, or is that just this specific toy?
I think it's maybe more of a light gray, but I couldn't tell you for sure.
Okay.
Let's just be the specific toy, though.
It is funky looking.
Yeah.
The prop vehicle is, well, this is like a really desaturated green.
Really desaturated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a feeling just looking at this, that's probably going to be the light grayish, silverish plastic that Hasbro's been using on most everything this year when you see it in person.
Probably.
This may be over color corrected, honestly.
Yeah, could be.
Hey, real quick, thank you to everybody out there who uses our Amazon.com links at tfradio.net/Amazon. And to the person that bought the iMac or the MacBook this week, thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that was awesome. So go to tfradio.net/Amazon. I'm not going to... Yeah, I do get to see what people buy. I have no idea who they are. I cannot say what my favorite item that I ever saw ordered was because this is a family show. But
Maybe you can put that in as one of the newsletter extras.
yeah, but you know what? If you have a freak flag, let it fly at tfradio.net/Amazon. Go ahead and build out the craziest, most insane shopping cart that you can imagine. Go and buy it.
And if we really like it, we'll talk about it on the show.
Maybe, absolutely.
Provided it's family appropriate.
Provided that it's family appropriate. I really like to see when people buy their clothes on Amazon because I've started buying clothes on Amazon. And I know people that buy their shoes almost exclusively. So,
Yeah, well, I can kind of understand that because as someone with an awkwardly sized foot, it's not always easy to find what you need in a store.
Yep. But tfradio.net/Amazon, we really appreciate everybody who uses the link. All proceeds go toward, paying for the show. Third-party news. So I saw this, and I think this is awesome. I'm the only one here, though, I think, that really loved this. So at Pete's Robot Convention, they are going to have a lot of rare stuff on display, including G2 Stunicons, the Protectobots, the Laser Cycles, Hero Combat Megatron, who they're going to open up during the show, GoBots, etc. Now, I've seen the frickin' Unicron prototype, but I don't remember ever seeing the G2 Protectobots in person. Now, the guys here telling me that they were at a recent TFCon or something. I don't remember that. So to me, seeing those G2 Protectobots, I forgot who I was talking to. It may have been Chris. It may have been Rob Springer. But there are more people who have stepped on the moon than have owned G2 Protectobots. Think about that for a minute. So, that's, to me, pretty amazing that those things are going to be there. Like, when I think of a Transformers convention, that's the stuff that I want to see. Are rare toys that I will never be able to own. So
photos are just as good for me. I mean...
Like, I can kind of see both perspectives here. Like, it would be a neat thing to be able to say, yeah, I actually stood like 2 feet away from these toys that only like 5 of exist ever. But at the same time, just for the experience of seeing them, yeah, I could get exactly as much out of it with photos. I just would not have the story to tell someone who may or may not even be interested that I had that experience.
Yeah, but it seems like I'm the only one who really, really cares about that. To me, I think that's awesome. I would much rather see that than see a really awesome dealer display, for example. We've seen some really crazy dealer displays. I'm like, I don't give a crap. I'm just going to buy the stuff online anyway. And you go to certain conventions, that's, you see an awesome dealer room. That's nice, but to me, Transformers history is what I care about, and that's what you got here.
Well, you can pre-register at PetesRobocon.com.
I think I'm actually going to be busy that weekend, so... but good for them to do this, because to me... So, like, I've been talking to Rob Springer about Botlanta. And, like, you've got to basically organize your convention around the type of people, the type of fan, the experience that you want them to have. Like, who do you want to go? What do you want them to do? And it seems like Pete's Robot Convention really has a firm idea of the kind of fan they want to bring to the convention. So, good for them.
Yeah, they want Don.
They want Don. Don, basically.
Don, are you going?
No, because I would like to go, but it's just between Toylanta and TFCon, with the vacation time that I have right now, it's two vacations. Basically, what it boils down to is I always made sure BotCon was the one thing I went to every year. That was the major show. Now that BotCon is no more, I can do these smaller shows, but I can't do like all of them. So I sort of have to pick and choose what I can go to.
Yeah.
And TFCon's like 5 hours away.
So I hate to put it this way, but if I have to travel quite a bit for like a new convention, and I know Pete's been working on BotCon for years, but it's still a new convention. Like, I love ShardaCon. ShardaCon was great. They did it 1 year, and it was amazing. But I only had to travel an hour for that. If I had to travel, I mean, I know they had people traveling internationally to go, and in hindsight, it would have been worth it. But without like some sort of guarantee, it would have been harder for me to make that trip. I mean, Don didn't even go, and it's practically in his backyard.
I know, Don. Why would you miss ShardaCon of all things?
Because I could not get the time off. I literally.
Well, you just go after work.
Okay, I left work at 4 and went back in at 5 the next morning. That's not a lot of travel.
It's okay, Don. But to our friends out there who ran ShardaCon, it was awesome.
Yes.
And Diecast and I actually ate at the same McDonald's we had breakfast at.
Yeah.
Just funny enough, we put off on an exit, and Kim was like, Diecast was like, this looks familiar. I'm like, is this where ShardaCon was? And I'm like, no. And it was.
Did you get the chicken nuggets?
I did not get chicken nuggets.
Yeah, we had breakfast, so which is the best part about McDonald's to me is breakfast.
Wasn't one of the fast food chains going to start offering chicken nuggets, all menus?
They should.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was McDonald's or maybe Burger King that was going to do that.
Chick-fil-A has chicken nuggets for breakfast.
Who cares about Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A is awesome.
They had the chicken minis, and those are the best sandwich ever.
Yes.
I love the chicken minis. Oh my god, they are so great. Okay, so moving along, what else we got in third-party news? Generation Toy, GT5 leader set, Legends class size, unofficial Optimus Prime and Megatron color photos. I don't know why these exist.
Because legend size things.
Wait, those are Legends? Holy crap.
That's what the headline says.
That's what I just read.
Yes.
Again, I can read
Yes,
copy
it
and not
is.
process it. Okay, at Legend scale, these are amazing. Except for Megatron's head, but I can live with that.
Well,
I'll give you another thing.
That is pretty much, I mean, it looks like the Megatron that was in their, like, building kit.
His head looks like Ram Man's head, but other than that, that is freaking amazing.
Yeah, that's the same Megatron that came in the kit that you could build.
Yeah, I'm not surprised they would use the same engineering for that. It's not a very complex thing from everything I've seen.
And this is the upscaled one.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
That is freaking awesome. Okay.
I mean, you've got the clear version of the building kit. How does that scale in comparison to actual Legend stuff?
it's about legend sized.
Yeah, so probably they are just having it pre-assembled. And they're not sending it as a clear one.
I like the Prime. I like the look and the bulk, and I think that's pretty good looking.
I could do with the head to be a little bit bigger on it. It looks a little bit pinheaded.
Especially from that angle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not like super flattering on that first picture.
Yeah.
So next item, I'm going to read and comprehend the copy at the same time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Planet X PX12 Fathom. Didn't we talk about this before? Unofficial Follow Cybertron Thundercracker images.
I don't remember.
Because that name sounds familiar.
We talked about the Starscream, I know, but I don't know that we talked about the Thundercracker.
Yeah.
I don't like the name.
Well, no.
I don't get the name. Is it Latin and I just don't understand?
It's possible.
Well, all the other ones have been... all the other ones have had some relation to, like, the Roman pantheon, haven't they? Or Greek? No, not Greek, but, like, their Optimus was Jupiter, I think.
Okay, it's Latin then. I just don't get it. There you go. If I was a classical scholar, I could tell you, but I'm not.
I mean, it's not ringing any bells for me either, so it's probably on the more obscure side.
Does anybody care about this at all?
No, because I don't really like the proportions that they've landed on with, especially the vehicle mode on this. I like the base design, but this execution's a little bit too video game accurate.
Yeah.
The official toy did it better, in my opinion.
Yeah, the official toy's fine.
Yeah.
And a lot cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
Now, of course, this is Voyager size, so if you want your Seekers to be a little bit bigger, that could be a draw for this. But again, I'm fine with my Deluxes.
And we're going to skip the last item because nobody cares about Phoenix, so let's go ahead and jump to see what's on. Okay, Diecast cares about Phoenix, and Don cares about Phoenix.
I care about how impressive these comparison pictures look.
Yeah,
so
very.
So 6.0's Transformers photo library posted a picture of Phoenix, and it's
very nearly looking Titan Devastator in the eye.
Yeah, it's like it'd be like Diecast looking Hydra in the eye.
No, I think Diecast would look Hydra in the navel.
Yeah,
Hydra is super tall. He's like
Hydra
he's like
tall.
7. He's like 7
more
feet.
Like Diecast There's more like Diecast looking Rob Springer in the eye.
Yeah,
Closer, yes.
Yeah.
I think Hydra is the only person taller than Carl Hartman.
Hydra's possibly the tallest person I've ever met.
I remember at BotCon 2015 actually asking Carl Hartman which one of them was taller, and he could not tell me the answer.
And then there's the picture of Bumblebee hiding behind its cap.
Yes, I love that.
Oh, here it is with Downbeat. It's ginormous. And it's what, $230?
$220.
So when you compare that to, I might happen to know how here. Yeah, there's the Bumblebee figure. How much Sovereign costs? Because I might have picked that up last week, and I might have it on the way right now. When you compare it to something like Sovereign, that's actually not that much more.
No,
this is pretty comparable in price to Masterpiece Megatron, actually.
Yeah. No, actually, if they made a legit Masterpiece Skyfire, I would see it costing about the same amount that Phoenix is costing.
But
So
be smaller.
Fairly impressive, I would say. Maybe not.
What I'd like to see is this compared to Masterpiece. Blanked out. Can't think. Why can't
That's a
I?
letdown.
Yeah, I know. Masterpiece Star Saber. I don't know why I couldn't think.
I've seen it compared to, I've seen it side by side with Ultra Magnus or Delta Magnus, one of the two. I can't recall seeing one with it with Star Saber.
They're about the same height. There's not much difference between the two.
Yeah,
I would say I would do it for you, but I don't even know where my Star Saber is or when I'm gonna get the Phoenix to review.
You're supposed to have that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to bring that to Toylanta with you.
Yeah, well, I was hoping, and it didn't get shipped out, so hopefully soon.
Well, darn.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It is really nice. It is really nice. Okay, let's see here. Rob, what is on TFormers this week?
We have got Jack has been dipping into his collection to share photos and stories of some of the more obscure things he owns.
And interesting oddities, too.
Yes, and interesting oddities. This week it is an oversized knockoff of Blue Streak decorated like Kit from Knight Rider.
That's amazing.
It is. I love it. It's great. But yeah, he's got a whole story up for it, a photo gallery. It's really nice.
Yeah.
My gallery for Titans Return Voyager Megatron did go up, I think last Thursday. That is.
And you
there.
found that arm, didn't you?
I did find that arm.
Good.
It fell in just about the only place for a foot in any direction where it would be easily found. So just pure luck on that. And there is so much nail polish on both of those shoulder joints now, you would not believe.
They won't even move anymore.
Barely. But And also, we've got a new stop motion video of Soundwave. It says, well, I haven't watched it yet. Soundwave takes on the Autobot Combiner Force basketball team in new stop motion video.
That is an accurate description of what happens in this video.
Excellent.
Interesting.
That was posted by the official Transformers Facebook page. It's a lot of fun. It's very Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
I will have to take a look at that.
On the network this week, no podcast posted because of Toylanta Diecast. Did you have any reviews go up?
No, not that I can think of. But I will have a review of Fans Toys Grinder, which is their Grimlock. That should be going up soon because
that was one of those things that was on
tomorrow.
That was one of the things on the display of the Masterpiece toys on the table in front of when we were doing our panel, right?
Yes.
That was fairly large and impressive looking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was nice. That was I honestly I thought it was Masterpiece official. When I saw it, then I realized it was much too large.
Yeah.
So
that was neat though. That was like a lot of those Masterpiece toys. I don't think I will ever get to see in person outside of that one little setting.
And I really like those guys who ran the panel.
Yeah.
They were great. When Rob mentioned to me, they're like, "Hey, these guys want to do this." I'm like, "Do you know them?" It's like, "Well, not yet." I'm like, but no, they did a great job. And one of them was an IP attorney and had a lot of interesting context around
neat.
Third party and certain things. And it honestly seems to me, based on some of the things that he said, that if Hasbro really cared, they really could stop this stuff, but aren't. So, just more reason to, if you like third party, let your third party freak flag fly. Let's see here. Don't forget to check out that video of Diecast running away scared from JT Hogg. It was awesome.
He lost the shoe.
That was not what happened.
He begged for mercy. It was wonderful.
Nope. That's all. That was all.
Well, okay, the begging for mercy wasn't really for real. I mean, that part was simulated, but
that was all.
Everything else
magic.
was real. Everything else was real, like his attempt to attack.
He said, "My face is my money maker." I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed.
That's like me saying women like me. It's just outside the realm of possibility.
That was so great. That
he
was
lost
awesome.
His shoe.
And that part, that was totally a shoot. That was not a work. He did lose his shoe. It was amazing. That was the best.
Oh yeah, we couldn't have made that happen if we wanted to.
That was great.
I love how the video just goes silent when that happens too.
Yeah.
Okay, if this
Except for the laughing.
did happen without some movie magic, the lady's face in the hallway when I ran out the hallway and she was going into the other panel room was amazing. Because she looked in our panel room, like, what the heck is going on and what is chasing you? She's like, are you okay?
Yeah, no, but the way it totally goes silent after the big wham of the table against JT Hogg, that was pretty great.
That was great. So let's see here. Diecast has his first altered Shattered Glass Diecast video up. Just want to say that the views and opinions expressed by Diecast are not necessarily those of Radio Free Cybertron or its parent corporation, Kilby Enterprises.
Or anybody that knows Diecast personally.
Yeah.
Or Diecast, for that matter. Because that's what the disclaimer said.
Oh, it is Shattered Glass Diecast. That's totally your opinion. Let's see here what else we got going on. Follow us on Twitter at TF Radio and on Instagram at TF Podcast. And like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TF Radio. God, I am forgetful and tired this week, but it's been a busy weekend and not much rest. So, okay. I'm on Twitter at BKilby and on Instagram at Brian Kilby. Don, how do people get a hold of you?
I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EBR.
If you'd like to hear more of my pro-child labor commentary, you can find me on Twitter at ChrisRTXV.
Sweet. Diecast.
You can find me on Twitter at Diecast2 and on YouTube at RFC Reviews. There's definitely going to be some more Shattered Glass Diecast videos coming out that you're not going to want to miss.
Awesome. Matt.
You can follow me on Twitter at Melvar. That's with 3 L's and 2 R's. And I highly recommend you go to YouTube and search King JT Hall Confronts Diecast at Toylanta.
Yes. That's so great.
Just remember it's altered.
Rob, how do people get a hold of you?
I am on Twitter at Figure Reviewers. I am on YouTube at Flailthroughs, and of course, you can see video reviews that XV and I do for TFormers at TFormers TV. And with any luck, there should be a new video up there soon.
Awesome. And John, you there?
Yeah, that John D on Twitter and Twitch.
Sweet. Okay, well, we'll be back next week, rested, relaxed, energized, with more news.
I make no promises.
Yeah. I'm really tired right now. I may skip posting the show tonight and just go to bed. Don't know. We'll catch you later. Have a good one. Bye.